Okay, so today we have the Adverts and Gary Gilmore's Eyes. My voice is almost going on me, so, bear with me here, but I want to do some recordings before it's completely just shit. Anyway, we got, like I said, the Adverts and Gary Gilmore's Eyes. I liked right off the bat seeing, apparently the bassist here, who was gay advert, and I love seeing her shirt that says fuck off. So, I'm intrigued already, and somebody who requested this said, it's an interesting song, basically, and, I'm very curious now. Just 2 minutes, 15 seconds, and obviously Gary Gilmore. I think most who know who that is, especially if you know the song. So I'm ready to go and see what this is about, so let's go. Oh.
Gary Gilmore's Eyes.
Spooky.
I'm lying in the hospital, I'm pinned against a bed. A stethoscope upon my heart, a hand against my head. They're peeling off the bandages, I'm whistling in the light. The nurse is looking anxious and she's quivering with fright. I'm looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes. 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 The doctors are avoiding me, my vision is confused. I listen to my earphones and I catch the evening news. A murder has been killed and he donates his sight to science. I'm locked into a private ward, I realize that I must be looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes. 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 Against the door, I close my lids and cross the eyes and wish to see no more. The eye receives a messages and sends them to the brain. No guarantee the stimuli must be perceived the same way. Looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes. 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 Gary don't need his eyes to see. Gary and his eyes have
Okay, so there it is. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Okay, the Adverts and Gary Gilmore's Eyes. So coming into this, never hearing about this band. And again, the person who requested this, and maybe it's been requested more, I don't know, but of course, yeah, it is kind of an interesting song. And again, I'm thinking, I want to hear that, looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes and coming into this and seeing, thinking, is this the Gary Gilmore who killed two people, and, was executed by firing squad? And of course, yes, it is. And yeah, so obviously some of his body parts, well, some of his body, his eyes, I know, and there was a couple other things that were donated, whatever. Because yeah, you gotta make use out of them somehow, I guess. And this is a real situation. Having an eye transplant, and I guess not knowing that you're going to get Gary Gilmore's eyes. It's just like, because again, yeah, it is just because this guy was, terrible. And and you get his eyes, and it's just like, and everyone, and like I said, the doctors are avoiding me, and it's just like, what, I don't know what's going on. And then you hear the news, and it's just like, this guy's been killed, and oh no, I have his eyes, and the last kind of verse there is just basically the person, like they say, pushing the bed against the door, and not wanting to see anymore. It's just like, oh my goodness. So it's a fun in a way, not fun for the person who got these eyes in the story, but it's a fun way to look at it, because again, it's a bit strange. To have like serial killer's eyes, it's just like, what a great topic to talk about here. And the song is spooky. How it starts off with the whisper there, looking through Gary Gilmore's eyes, and or maybe just as Gary Gilmore's eyes now, I don't remember, my God. Anyway, but yeah, and then, I have to also mention the pounding drums, very powerful, very just, obviously you can't miss how that, the song starts off. I love the bang, the pounding, I guess you would say, the banging. And then of course the guitars are very kind of dirty sounding. They sound, I mean, yeah, this is, great, late 70s, British punk, this is just what I look for in that kind of, music. And, anyway, so yeah, and again, this song, it's very catchy. I mean, if you wouldn't, if you don't think about the context of, getting Gary Gilmore's eyes, them repeating it, this is such an infectious chorus, and really great singing voice on the lead singer here as well. I should look at the personnel because, again, I think I did talk about gay advert at the start there, just because of her shirt, which I said, it says "fuck off," which I just really enjoy. But let me see here the personnel. So I love these stage names with TV Smith on vocals. TV, he has a great, a great singing voice. I want to say. I mean, he's very good at, I guess, he's very good with catchy choruses. He's very good at singing. You can hear every word he's saying. I mean, it's just like, because there's some punk, where it's very fast or whatever. I think of like somebody like a Steve Ignorant or whatever. But here, he's very eloquent almost. And yeah, I just really enjoyed his voice. And you can hear every word he's saying. Like I said, and talking about Gary Gilmore's eyes, is just, he had a great singing voice, in my opinion. Anyway, like I said, gay advert on bass guitar. And going on here, Howard Pickup on guitar, and Laurie Driver on drums. And Laurie Driver here, he's so, his sound is infectious too. He's so, obviously the backbeat here, and I'll finally say he's so good, I guess I could say. It's just unmissable. This whole band here, I just love their sound. I mean, and again, these guys weren't together for too long. I want to say it's from like their years active, apparently was from like 76 to 79. And, they only released 2 albums, but here, this song, I guess also it says here, just, as an aside, why not talk about it? Apparently this song did not make it onto their debut album. It was left off at the final minute, maybe just because of the context, but apparently it has been on reissues and such, and also they did perform it on Top of the Pops. So obviously, you think of, I guess you would see this as controversial, obviously. And again, I don't know, they just made a controversial song, which some people would still find controversial, but they made it sound so good. They made it sound so poppy in a way. They made it sound normal. You're thinking about Gary Gilmore's eyes, and this guy, like I said, he's a terrible guy, killing 2 people, whatever. And basically, he also, from what I've read about, Gary Gilmore and knowing about the man, he was basically like, yeah, just kill me, like usually you have to wait a long time in death row, but he was just like, just fucking end me already. So anyway, so yeah, they killed him pretty quickly. And, and then, his eyes were donated, whatever. Anyway, apparently, he was a pretty dumb man. He was found pretty quickly and everything. Anyway, so yeah, it's just like, if you're going to do with that stuff, at least try to, hide or something. But anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, I just really enjoyed them taking Gary Gilmore and just putting him in a song like this. I don't know, like I said, they just did so well with such a a horrible person. What else can you say? But yeah, I just really enjoyed this, and I love, again, just all the members here, and they just seem to be, again, they're taking the piss out of this guy, and and again, it's such a real thing where it's just like, he donated his eyes, and it's a great story to have. And apparently also, just, I don't know, as an aside here, it does say that, he was executed, like I said, by firing squad, unusually by firing squad, because yeah, firing squad, that's not the, the most, people don't usually go like that. Usually now it's lethal injection, I think, in the states that still have, this punishment, capital punishment. But anyway, he died January 17th, 1977. So this was released about, a year after he died. His last words were, "Let's do it." So, yeah, he was ready to go, I guess. So, yeah. Anyway, it does say here, his final act was conceivably the only noble thing he ever did in his life was donate his corneas for transplant. My goodness, I got a burp coming up. Oh, good Lord. And it does say here as well on Song Facts, I should mention that. It says, 2 people received them within hours of his execution. That is a little bit, gross in a way. It's just like, ew. But anyway, if you want corneas, take them off anyone, I guess. Well, some of his other organs were also used for transplants, and what was left of his body was cremated. But again, it's just, yeah, as somebody, I guess, as myself who has, bad vision, and who had surgery on their eyes, Yeah, I don't know why I'm using, weird words, but I've had surgery on my eyes, and obviously they take your eyes out of your head. It is a weird thing to think about, your eyes are basically on your chest or whatever the hell. And then you wake up. So, I mean, I like, I can kind of relate in a way, not getting different eyes, you're not getting Gary's eyes here. But waking up, like they said, with the bandages and everything, and waking up after they put your eyes back in your head, and it is kind of weird, and then they give you a popsicle, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, just like, where's my mom and dad? I don't know what's going on. They give you a popsicle. That's all I remember about it. And they're asking you, are you all right? It's just like, I have no fucking idea. Anyway, so yeah, it's a weird situation to wake up, with fixed eyes, I guess, and here I'd imagine it's an even weirder situation to wake up with Gary Gilmore's eyes. So again, really enjoyed everything going on here. Each member was vital. Really enjoy again Gay Advert, as a woman here in the punk band. Love her shirt again, Lori Driver. Love the name for him. The drums there, like I said, and TV Smith. Love that too. And the guitar, like I said, I really enjoyed just that grimy sound. It's just it's what I associate with this kind of punk here. And yeah, so anyway, I really enjoyed everything going on here. I mean, my goodness gracious. Thank you for the request, I guess. And this song was only 2 minutes, 15 seconds, so this video shouldn't be too long. So I guess that's all I gotta really say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. And one more thing, I think about how they perform this on top of the pops. I mean, yeah, people must not have taken it. I mean, like I said, some people probably didn't like it, but obviously if they got to go on like a show like that, you think of other bands like, I don't know, like the Pistols or the Dead Kennedys, who had songs like, Holiday in Cambodia or God Save the Queen and stuff. I mean, they were kind of banned and stuff. But here, they allowed, these guys to perform live, which is very cool. So anyway, that's being said, thanks for watching again. All the support, really appreciate it. And again, I can't say enough. Thanks for 4,000 subscribers. That's nuts. And, I hope y'all, continue watching. So anyway, thanks again. I'll talk to you guys again soon.